We're doing opening prayers, the short refuge prayer on page 5. Sanje chodang soki chognam la changchu bardu dagni kyapsuchi dagi jin sokchi petso namki drola penchir sanje drupar shog. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. The four measurables on page 6. Manam kadang nampe semchen tamche dewa dang dewe gyu dang den par gyu chik. Dungal dang dungal gi gyu dang drawar gyu chik. Dungal me pe dewa dang me drawar gyu chik. Nering chak dang ni dang drawe tang non la ne par gyu chik. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness which is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness which is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. And we go to white Tara, the refined drop of immortality. Page 1. Namo Sanje Chokso Kung Gong Chom Denmar Dag Dro Kyab Chi Chang Chup Sem Kedo Namo Sanje Chokso Kung Gong Chom Denmar Dag Dro Kyab Chi Chang Chup Sem Kedo. Namo, in the transcendent conquerors, the embodiment of all the Buddhas, Dharma, and Sangha, wayfaring beings and I take refuge and generate the mind of awakening. Om Abhignata Krita Humpe. Om Sobhavashuddha Sarva Dharma Sobhavashuddhoham. Rinchen du Torma du Yum Trin. Chokyam me jilen chak jung porngo. Nu sempong la pende droparik. Bhuta gacha. And in English, in a jeweled vessel appears the torma, like cumulus clouds of sensory pleasures. I turn it over to you, guardians of the directions, domestic and local gods, and harmful spirits who are karmic creditors. Abandoning harmful intent, it is fitting that you accomplish being's benefit and happiness. Bhuta gacha. Rangmi pagmar sawe tukeo. Chok chur trupe som kor som hekyur. Besra raksha raksha. I manifest as the exalted lady. The radiance from my heart shines forth throughout the 10 directions, becoming an indivisible sphere of protection. Besra raksha raksha. Chok chui jing du tro, chom den be ma gyal se chen rang gyur, gupe chak sa chi nang sang chobo, diksha ge war yi rang dro dong ko, tag joge kun chang shup chen porgo, sok jing ram tim dro kun de den jing. Dongal kundrau rime tang nom shok, tong pe nan le ne yul og min jing, Hodrangen kotse derin shengi, John paud pal norbutreng wedze, Deurin shentri zang pedeu, Tam ye go trodon di je yonggyur, Rang ni shin kor lo kar salse, Chag ye chok jin yon pe pe kartsin, Zab zong kil trung sen pe onga bar, Rin shen gen ge dar ji chen ge gen, Chi woro pagne sum om ahom, Togu tami karle otrope, Ogmenne ne gondra wang larche, Chendrang ni me wang kyurge tab kyur. In English from the bottom of page 1. Again, white light radiates to the Buddha fields of the 10 directions and becomes an invitation to the transcendent conquerors, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. With reverence I prostrate and make outer, inner, and secret offerings. I confess misdeeds and rejoice in virtue. I exhort the Buddhas to act for the welfare of beings and to remain always. I dedicate all virtue for great awakening. The field of accumulation dissolves into me. May all wayfaring beings have happiness, freedom from all suffering, and impartial equanimity. From within the continuity of emptiness appears the sacred place, the realm of Akanishta. Therein is an immeasurable ornamented palace in a precious woodland with trees adorned by strands of jewels and blue lotuses. In the center of the palace is an excellent jeweled throne with lotus and moon, in the center of which stands a tam syllable. Light radiates from it, accomplishing the 2 benefits. Through the transformation of the tam, I appear as the beautiful, brilliant, white wish-granting chakra. My right hand is in the gesture of supreme generosity. The left holds a white lotus. Both legs are in lotus posture. I am endowed with the major and minor marks and radiate rainbow-colored lights. I am adorned by the 8 jeweled ornaments and the 5 silken garments. At the crown is Amitabha, and in my 3 places the syllables Om, Ah, Hum. From a white tam syllable in the center of the heart, light radiates, inviting the wisdom being resembling myself, together with the empowerment deities from the realm of Akanishta. They are inseparably absorbed. Thus empowerment is bestowed, and I am marked with the seal of the Lord of the family. Sa hum bam ho abhikashata samaya shriye hum. Om bezra argam pajam pushpe dupe aloke gende niwate shapta pratitsa soha. Ladam lamin chopenji Zaki pemola today, Om pa kun le drosema, Droma yom la chaksatu. With their very crowns, gods and demigods pay homage at your lotus feet. Homage and praise to Mother Tara, Lady who liberates from every impoverishment. Chom dende me tuku korlokar, te war tamdang ye om ebar, rang nam druk je mingdang sengagdar, sib je ye kordum ne drog ye kar, oki korde ten yoy jindu top, Du tim se wang RigDzin top kyur, skor loi chirim kyu som layam, sal je ye on chi mar ye dar ye, kor leo ser kar ser mar ting jam, chin ka drog tro gang chir trogur, Bart samut pal sardu kajewe, oki leji se pal kekyu. In the heart center of the transcendent conquerors is a white wheel. At its hub is a tam with om and ha syllables on the right and left. The tam is surrounded by my name or the names of those for whom I am practicing, and by the longevity mantra. In the wheel's 8 spokes are the 8 white syllables, beginning with the ta in front and revolving clockwise. Their light gathers and absorbs the splendor and power of everything animate and inanimate in samsara and nirvana. Thus I attain the supreme state of an awareness holder with mastery of life. In the 3 successive outer rings of the wheel are the vowels circling clockwise, consonants circling anti-clockwise, and in the outer ring are the syllables of the Yedharma mantra, circling clockwise. As they revolve, rays of white, yellow, pink, blue, green, and violet light radiate, filling the body and emanating outward, creating concentric spheres of light. In the intermediate spaces between each sphere are newly blossomed blue lotuses, whose brilliance gives rise to vitality, glory, strength, and the 4 activities. Holding the mala in the hands, we recite 7 times each. Om Vasumati Shriye Soha, 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 Om Bezra Chandraya 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 Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Rim Mama Yurjanna Punye Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Mama Irjana Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Mama Irjana Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Mama Irjana Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Mama Irjana Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Then silently to ourselves. Om Tare Tu Re Mama Irjana Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Tom Lirin Shen Du Tormani Du Yonga Den Chom Den De Marbo Palden lame kutse gyaltenge de tu jindag dro kunse pelso. In the jeweled vessel arisen from emptiness is the torma endowed with the 5 sensory pleasures. I offer it to the transcendent conquerors. Thus cause the lives of the glorious gurus and the victors' teachings to flourish, and as a result cause the vitality of patrons and all wayfaring beings to increase. Tungi manda ponso ko Beijing Tanadugu udom barwe teng Chom dende matsen pezi bar Zalchik chendun chag ye cho jindang Yom peyut paldar dang rin chengen Shioro pagne sum om ahum Togutam leo trog minne Gondra Chendrang Nimetim Pargyu. The mandala before me is a perfectly arrayed Buddha field, lovely to behold. Upon a brilliantly radiant Utamara flower in its center is the transcendent conqueress, whose major and minor marks blaze with splendor. She has 1 face and 7 eyes. Her right hand is in the gesture of generosity, the left holds a blue lotus. She is adorned with silken garments and jewels. At the crown is Amitabha, and in the 3 places the syllables Om, Ah, Hum. From the Tam in the center of her heart, light radiates. Thus the wisdom being resembling herself is invited from Akanishta and is inseparably absorbed. che de top chen drang na, se chen tuk che gong la she. Om Aryatare Bezra Samaya Jatish Dalan. Om, when I invite you with the force of undivided faith, transcendent conquerors, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, please come, regarding me with great love and compassion. Om Aryatare Bezra Samaya Jatish Dalan. Om Gorjor Yitro Chopetse Chinang Sangwa De Kona Choyon Sapsil Mentokpo Marmedri Chapsal Zero Doyon Namga Gyalsitak Lamu Paljor Kun Sangi Chotrin Gyamso Pak Sokcho. Om, real and visualized offering substances, outer, inner, secret, and suchness. The 5 types of sensory pleasures, water for drink and ablution, flowers, incense, oil lamps, fragrant, water, food, and music. The royal attributes, the auspicious emblems, the wealth and glory of gods and humans. All these I offer as oceans of Samantabhadra's offering clouds to the noble assembly. Om Aryatari Sapare Vare Argam Padyam Pushpe Dupe Aloke Gende Nivate Shapta Pratitsa Soha. Sparsanam Ratnam Mangala Puja Ho Rirabling Jiling Tren Kor Yukche Lane Tong Sum Muje Nam Nang Yen Dag Bo Sung Dang Mab Jung Go Po Kun Dag Lo Lang Che Tom Den De Marbo Ratnamandala Puja Megala Ahom Sazi pochu jikshing mentok tram Rirabling jini de gen padi Sanje jingla mikte powayi Drokun namdag jingdu choparsho. Mentally appropriating Mount Meru, the 4 continents and subcontinents with the enclosure, the divine abodes, the enduring 3,000 worlds adorned by Virachana, and all things owned and not owned, I offer them to the transcendent conquerors. Ratna Mandala Puja Megala Ahum. Anointed with fragrant water and strewn with flowers, this vast ground is adorned by Mount Meru, the 4 continents, sun and moon. Through my regarding it as a Buddha field and offering it, may all wayfaring beings enjoy the pure realms. Jetson Pagma Bromadam Chokjudu Sumsuk Pai Gyalwa Se Tam Chela Kunmedang We Chaksalo Mentok Dupo Marmedri Salzero Molat Sopa Gorjor Hiki Tronebo Pagmezzo ki Jesuso Togma mene tande bar Mugechu dang sammenga Semni non mong wang gyurpe Digpatam che shak parji Mentorang yao chang chup sem So soy ke wo la tsope Du sumge waji jakpe So nam la ni dagiram Sem shen nam ki sampadam Lo yi je drag ji tawar Che chung tong mong tek pa yi Choki kor lo kor du so Korwaji sima tongbar, nanen minda tukjeyi, donga gyamsor jingwayi, semchen namla ziksu so, dagi sonam chi sagpa, tamche changchu gyur ne, ringpor mutog droayi, Drenpe paldu da gyurchi. And then in English from the bottom of page 5. To noble Lady Aryatara and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who abide in the 10 directions and 3 times, I pay homage with complete sincerity, manifesting real and visualized flowers, incense, oil lamps, fragrance, food, music, and so forth. I make offering. Please accept them, Assembly of the Exalted Lady. I confess the 10 non-virtues, the 5 acts without interval, and all the harmful deeds of the mind controlled by delusion from beginningless time until now. I rejoice in the merit of whatever virtue has been accumulated in the 3 times by the hearers, self-made victors, bodhisattvas, ordinary beings, and the like. According to the interests and diverse capacities of sentient beings, please turn the wheel of Dharma, the greater, lesser, and common vehicles. Until samsara becomes void, please do not pass into nirvana, but regard with compassion sentient beings swallowed up in the ocean of suffering. As all the merit I have accumulated is the cause of awakening, may I become before long a magnificent guide of wayfaring beings. Om Abhignata Krita Hompe. Om Sobhavashuddha Sarva Dharma Sobhavashuddha. Rinchen Nudu Torma Du Sichu. Pagmar Bulo Paljor Gitsetso. In a jeweled vessel is the torma, the refined essence of nectar. I offer it to the Exalted Lady. Please cause wealth and glory to increase. And then we go to a special handout, praises to the 21 Taras. Om, I prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Om Jetsun Ma Pakmatrul Malachaksalo. Om which Tara swift heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of 3 worlds, tear-born lotus. Om which she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with light rays resplendent as 1,000-star collection. Om which golden blue lotus, water-born and hand-adorned, giving effort, calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage crown of Tathagatas, actions triumph without limit, relied on by conquerors' children, having reached every perfection. Homage filling with tutare, home desire, direction, and space, trampling with her feet the 7 worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage worshipped by the all lords, Chakra, Agni, Brahma, Marud, honored by the hosts of spirits, corpse raisers, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Homage with her tray and pay sounds, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left out right in, blazing in a raging fire blaze. Homage to a very dreadful, destroyer of Mara's champions, she with frowning lotus visage, who is slayer of all enemies. Homage at the heart, her fingers adorned with 3 jewel mudras, light ray masses all excited, all directions wheels adorn her. Homage she so joyous, radiant, crown emitting garlands of light, mirthful, laughing with tutare, subjugating Mara's devas. Homage she able to summon all earth guardians' assembly, shaking, frowning with her hung sign, saving from every misfortune. Homage crowned, adorned with crescent moon, all ornaments most shining, Amitabha in her hair knot, sending out much light eternal. Homage she mid-wreath ablaze like the unending fire abiding, right stretched, left bent, joy surrounds you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage she who strikes the ground with Her palm with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter hung. The 7 levers she does conquer. Homage, happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana. She endowed with Om and Soha, destroyer of the great evil. Homage, she with joy surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder. Freeze with Hung and knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage to Ray with seed letter of the shape of syllable hung. By foot stamping shakes the 3 worlds, Meru, Mandara, and Vinja. Homage holding in her hand the dear marked moon of Deva lake form, with twice spoken Tara and Pe, totally dispelling poison. Homage she whom gods and their kings and the Kinnaras do honor. Armored in all joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts. Homage she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with twice Hara and 2 Tare, she dispels severe contagion. Homage full of liberating power by the set of 3 natures, destroys hosts of spirits, yakshas, and raised corpses supreme Ture. These praises with the root mantra, and prostrations thus are 21. And we go back to page 10, bottom of 10. Pagbro tukje jagbro drevnijan, sogni zokte ke kunji ke chu, mintom jite drub so jorge, dro kunji gro kyoshin sanje sho. Aryatara, through your compassion, the 2 obscurations of myself and wayfaring beings are cleansed, and the 2 accumulations are perfected. In all lifetimes, the harm caused by the 8 or 16 perils be pacified, and may practice merit and spiritual wealth increase. May all wayfarers be freed from danger and attain awakening like yours. Agmetu kartam kargam trenkor, otro donjet se pagye pargyo. In the heart of the exalted lady is a white tom, surrounded by the mantra garland. It radiates light that accomplishes the 2 objectives and enriches vitality and glory. Om tare tu re mama irjana punye pushtam kuru so ha. Om tare tu re mama irjana punye pushtam kuru so ha. Om tare tu re mama irjana punye pushtam kuru soha. Om tare tu re mama irjana punye pushtam kuru soha. Om tare tu re mama irjana punye pushtam kuru soha. Om tare tu re mama irjana punye pushtam kuru soha. Om tare tu re mama irjana punye pushtam kuru soha. Om tare tu re mama irjana punye pushtam kuru soha. Om tare tu re mama irjana punye pushtam kuru soha. Om Tare Tu Ren Mama Yurjana Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. Om Tare Tu Ren Mama Yurjana Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. And then silently to ourselves. Om Tare Tu Ren Mama Ayurjana Punye Pushtam Kuru Soha. And in English, the middle of page 11. Exalted Goddess, Mother Tara, you dwell within the Mother, the uncreated ultimate sphere, bestower of bliss on all sentient beings. Please deliver me from every peril. Unaware that the mind itself is Dharmakaya, my mother's sentient beings who wander cyclic existence have fallen under the sway of delusion. Divine Mother, please deliver them. In the mind streams of some, Dharma has not arisen from the depths. Chasing after sophistries, they're deceived by errant dogma. Authentic Mother Goddess, please deliver them. Some, having seen the mind itself, so difficult to realize, do not habituate it but become distracted by errant action. Mother Goddess of Mindfulness, please deliver them. Through the habit of dualistic fixation on the mind that is spontaneous non-dual wisdom, some are fettered no matter what they do. Goddess of non-dual mind, please deliver them. Though they've been established in the absolute truth, some are unconscious of the dependent truth of cause and result. Thus they're confused about the meaning of knowable things. Mother Goddess of Omniscience, please deliver them. Having the very nature of unelaborated space, all phenomena are indistinguishable from space. Even so, the people who are my disciples still have not internalized this. Mother of perfect awakening, please deliver them. Om Aryatari Sapare Vare Aragam Pajam Pushpe Dupe Aloke Gende Nivate Shapta Pratipsat Soha. Ladamala Mincho Benji Shaki Bemola Tude Pompa Kunle Drosema Roma Yumla Chaksatu. With their very crowns, gods and demigods pay homage at your lotus feet. Homage and praise to Mother Tara, Lady who liberates from every impoverishment. Om Aryatare Samaya Manupalaya Aryatare Tenopa Tishtodredo Me Bhava Suto Kayo Me Bhava Supo Kayo Me Bhava Anuraktu Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutta Me Sitsam Shriyam Kuruham Ha 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 ho Bhagavate Aryatare Mame Mutsa Aryatare Ko Bhava Aryatare Bhava Mahasamaya Satova Om Aryatare Samaya Manupalaya Aryatare Tenopa Tishtodredo Me Bhava Suto Kayo Me Bhava Supo Kayo Me Bhava Anuraktu Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutta Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruham Ha 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 ho Bhagavate Aryatare Mame Mutsa Aryatare Ko Bhava Aryatare Bhava Mahasamaya Satova Om Aryatare Samaya Manupalaya Aryatare Tenopa Tishtodredo Me Bhava Suto Kayo Me Bhava Supo Kayo Me Bhava Anuraktu Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutta Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruham Ha 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 ho Bhagavate Aryatare Mame Mutsa Aryatare Ko Bhava Aryatare Bhava Mahasamaya Satova Majorium Sumadruptam Daglomong Pe Wangini Non Pagang Chitsola Gondrupdam Patsowari. As you have forgiven whatever faults have occurred due to deficiency, imperfection, and my deluded mind, it is fitting that stable accomplishments be conferred. Om dirani tendang lenchik tu korwasi tu sukne kyan le metse dang wang chuk sok chognam lek par sal du so. Om, although you abide together with this image here in the phenomenal world, please fully bestow vitality free from disease, power, wealth, and the like, as well as the supreme city. Gyaltsen se mo wang gyaltse lama che pengon drupter lama lahi trashi shog. Like the mighty king atop the victory banner, you bestow attainments when the offerings of gods and humans are made. May the auspicious blessing of the gurus and yidams be present. Daginen druchopayi gewedronur chodrupsho. Through the virtue of my approach, accomplishment, and worship, may wayfaring beings swiftly realize you. Transcendent, endowed, victorious Lady, compassionate one, having caused the two obscurations of myself and all infinite sentient beings to be purified, and the two accumulations to be swiftly completed, may perfect enlightenment be attained. In all lifetimes until that is achieved, having attained the supreme happiness of gods and humans, let omniscience be achieved. Let hindrances, evil and obstructing spirits, epidemics, illness, and so forth, and the various conditions for untimely death, bad dreams, ill omens, the 8 perils, and all harm be swiftly pacified and removed. Let all the objects to be developed and increased without exception, the abundant prosperity and auspicious good fortune of this world and beyond, be spontaneously and effortlessly achieved. May I be diligent in practice, and may the binding Dharma flourish. Continually practicing you, let me see your sublime face. Let the ultimate nature of emptiness be realized, and let precious bodhicitta develop and increase like the waxing moon. When I have taken birth from a sublime and exceedingly beautiful lotus in that excellent and delightful mandala of the victorious ones, may the victor Amitabha directly give his prophecy, and may I perfectly realize it. Goddess who I have accomplished in all my lifetimes, lady who engages the activity of all the 3 times Buddhas, blue-green in color with 1 face and 2 arms, you are the lady who swiftly pacifies. May the glory of the mother who holds the blue lotus be present. Royal Mother Tara, may I and others become exactly like you in your form, retinue, lifespan, pure land, and your noble major marks. By the power of praising and supplicating you, let illness, evil spirits, poverty, and strife be pacified, and let dharma and auspiciousness increase for myself and others in whichever lands we abide. Having cast off physical flaws, you are endowed with the major and minor marks. Having cast off defects of speech, you have the melodic cry of the Indian cuckoo. Having cast off the faults of mind, you see the entirety of knowable things. May the glory of the lady who blazes with auspicious splendor be present. Om. Homage to she who protects from the 8 perils. Homage to she who blazes with auspicious splendor. Homage to she who blocks the door to evil destinies. Homage to she who guides on the path to the higher realms. You have continually accompanied me. Pray protect me evermore with compassion. O Mama of the 3 times victors, you whose great love for all sentient beings is like a mother's love for her child. Through your affection, the 2 obscurations of myself and wayfaring beings are cleansed, and the 2 accumulations are perfected. In all lifetimes, the harm caused by the 8 or 16 perils is pacified, and practice, merit, spiritual teachings, and endowment increase. Being fully liberated from the iron shackles of self-grasping, may my altruistic intent and benefit to beings become inseparable from yours. Accomplish whatever petitions are made by disciples endowed with samaya.